Hello everyone, I'm Greg Luke, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 88 of Factorio with the C block mod, where we are continuing our quest for tree production. And I believe we pretty much decided on this design for the LJ slash not soil, but compost production. What is up with these pipes though? They're supposed to move up. We actually have a lot of space here. But we don't really need that space anymore, so let's ignore that. Now, do we want this final one to stick out at the end, or do we just want to push it in here if we can? Because we should just be able to do that, right? Though that would mean we need an extra space in here, I think. No, maybe not, because we just need to transfer that to there. And everything is powered, I think. Sounds about right. I hope I did not make too many mistakes here. So we need to split the compost out into two belts. Actually, do we actually need to do that? Because it's only 1/7 of these numbers. So no, we do not need to do that. Because half of this is one belt, 1/4 of it is half a belt. Plus we have divided it into two, so we actually don't need these outer belts. We are not designing a high throughput setup here. And I guess we need to redo these as well. So we will do mixed belts. And do we have a problem with inserters? No, 4 seconds is more than enough time to input two things. Good. We need the power poles back, I guess. It feels like we're doing a little bit too many power poles here, but... And I hate these crossing power lines. I don't want those, but I don't think I can get rid of them too easily. So let's ignore it. Okay, so we need to mix a belt and then split it into two. And we need a belt to come past the other setup, which is actually a little bit annoying because then we do need another tile. And there's no way to bring it past all this, right? Can we just do a mixed belt? Because this doesn't produce a lot of compost. Again, only 1/7 of this. So if we put that onto one half of the belt, we can put the soil, no, the mud onto the other half of the belt. I think that's a good idea. Sure, let's go for that. And we'll find out if... Oh, well, here's the first problem. But I guess we are doing something like that then. Seems right. And I guess we need to take care of these spiders because they will start shooting. Ooh, and I'm almost out of landfill. Can we go a little bit smaller and hopefully get close enough? I'm sure that will lead to my death, but let's just see. Oh yeah, that should work actually. And will they be shot from down here? Hopefully not. Oh, but I need to turn on my nanobots. Good. Come on. Why is it so slow? I don't understand nanobots at all. Oh well. Yeah, I guess we can. Stuff that we can do at least. And okay, we will try. Well, we need or what's it called, more landfill to make the next part of this setup anyway. So I guess we will have to go and grab that. I really shouldn't let this lie all around. Because it just gets in your inventory at the most annoying times, and then you have to go and deposit your junk all the time. But I guess we're doing that anyway. Dang it. Well, if I just not or don't sort this, I know that my stuff is at the bottom. I guess I want all of this. Okay. Did I miss anything, and did I take too much of something? Like the ammo? And maybe too much pipe? No, we need a good amount of that. I think we will just carry a lot around with us. We can get rid of these, I guess. Okay, so we need a landfill and we need composters if we want to see this setup actually running at some point. Is that enough? No, it's not. Let's go grab more. But then we will run out of space. Also, I have junk in here that I should have gotten rid of. Let's do that right now, because we will run out of space and it will be annoying and I will complain. So let's try and avoid that, if we can. Don't need that. The ammo is actually useful, since we do need to kill some biters or worms. I guess we will just store that in the junk and almost fill our inventory with landfill, if we have enough, that is. I think we have been keeping these pretty low. 2k. That is an okay amount, I guess. But I think I actually put a lot down here. Yeah, 28,000. I'm too lazy to go get that though. Actually, we have more landfill in the junk warehouse, I think. But let's just go grab some composters before I forget. And I think they're up near the top here anyway. Yep. Oh, what is wrong here? Steel gear wheels. Why is this? There's something on this belt that shouldn't be there, I think. Stone, okay, that makes sense. So that will need to run again for a while. But we can start with 10 composters. Actually, we only need 3 to begin it. And then I said we had more landfill over here. Let's hope I didn't lie. I guess we want the space filled in eventually, so let's just make a path there. Now, do we need to concern ourselves with not filling in all of the water here? And what is up with this fish? Did the worms shoot it out? I don't know. Nothing happened here. So that is those done. Good. And yeah, we need space. But do we want the water filled in? Is the real question that I need to continue to ask myself. How are we going to do it? I guess that's the deciding factor. We basically need 2 of these in a row. That's fine. That's not producing too much, so they can just be in a row. Let's just grab one of them. So at the top we have saline water, right? Yes. And at the bottom we need to get seafloor pumps in, at least at some points. We don't need a lot. One seafloor pump can make only 300 per second. Is that correct? I think I've figured this out at some point, but let's just check again for my sanity. We want... what? 30 of these. What? Oh, no, that is the amount stuff we need. Have I miscalculated this somehow? 27? No, it's because we get this from a lot of other stuff. If we just remove that and say we want 1500 here, that's all fine, and we just need 5 of these. Let's just put 1 down per setup, I guess. Oh well, per 2 setups maybe? Is that gonna make it easier? let's just experiment a little bit here. So we need the viscous mud water in from the bottom here. If we just rotated this, and had the belt go up instead of down, then that seems pretty simple. Otherwise, we do need 2 pieces of water to get 2 seafloor pumps in, which I would like to avoid. Or we could just run a pipe with the seafloor, no, not the viscous mud water past this first setup up to the top one. We do have the space in this setup for extra stuff. But I think it may be the simplest to just do something like this. And I think we can even make it more simple with this stuff in between. We need the saline water coming out of this. We're producing 1500, we only need 211, so we can just clarify the bottom stuff. We need to clarify a lot of the top stuff as well, though. Tough decisions. Oh, not really tough decisions, but tough to actually try and figure this out. It would be nice if these were actually straight across from each other, but let's ignore that for now. Those can be linked here. We can link this in here. And that needs to cover this as well. And the last thing is the water. Oh yeah, we need both viscous mud water and normal water. The normal water we can do with groundwater bars though, which I haven't brought any of apparently. In any case, we can landfill all of this down to here. So we can make a little bit of inventory space for ourselves. And then, no, we can't even do this. Never mind. This would be a lot easier if we could just do these in parallel next to each other. So in a setup like this, we would need the saline water to be moved up past all of this and be combined up here. If we turn this around, we need the viscous mud water to come up beside it, or we could just have space for viscous mud water up here. And water could just come from one source, because this would be rotated, and the pipes can just extend. I think that's a lot simpler actually. It's going to be So let's just try and do that. So let's build it all, why not? So I want this to actually be rotated. No, just build it actually. Okay, we need viscous mud in here. And we just need one seafloor pump for these two, I guess. And I guess there's no reason to connect them further than that. So let's put something here as an analog for a seafloor pump. Can it go right up against like that? It is just 3x3 and some of it is above water. So yeah, it can go right up against the pipe, of course. Of course it can. I just don't know where the water needs to be, but in any case we can just move it further down if we really need to. So that's viscous mud water. This comes out and needs to be connected and flared somewhere. It's not a lot, right? No, definitely not. We can easily handle that with just one flare stack if we want to, or maybe two. And the water. How much does each of these need? 10 per second multiplied by 2.25. So 22.5. Wait, what? Yes, 22.5 per second. And that would be a lot simpler if we just put a groundwater bore for each of the inputs here. Oh, I guess it isn't really that much simpler. If we have water here anyway, then we'll just connect that to water as well. So that's the basic idea. Then the problem comes up here. And yeah, we don't know how close we can really get this. I think this is the closest we're gonna get, because there needs to be some water beneath this. All of this is basically water. Which is again fine here, or we could just move that past. Then we only need a bit of water in here. Actually, this is not gonna fit here because of this. I think, no, we only have water down here. I hope. Do we have a seafloor pump? No. Can we make one? Yes. That should be fine, I think. And we actually have a lot of flexibility with that. So if we want the least amount of water, that's not... Well, actually, if we want it at the bottom anyway, we can do some more landfill here. But we're able to put them in that amount of space, right? Yes. Good. So we don't need a lot of water. And we can easily have pipe where we want here. Good. This works fine as well. I guess we're doing this. Just then we only need a little bit of water here. But maybe that actually makes it more complex. I'm not sure. We will just decide on that when we need to. Now all of this saline water. at least all of the stuff at the bottom and a lot of the stuff at the top, we need to clarify. And if we move the stuff down 2 tiles, that's easy to do. So, making a lot right, we probably need one of these for each 2 rows, one of these setups. How much can it take again? If we sort by input, I am a little bit confused at the moment, my bad. We're producing 1500. We only need, let's just say 200 of it, so we need to be able to clarify 1300 divided by 14, basically, because 7 setups, that is duplicated. So that is easily able to be handled by 1 for each of these 2. Yes. Good. At the top, though, we need some of it, and we need to clarify other parts of it. So I guess we're doing an overflow valve. Can we somehow do that in a small amount of space? Not really. Also, this needs to go on. And we need it all on one. We need all of the mud on one side of the belt, because the other side will be used for compost. Okay. Don't want to do that, because then we will extend past our plant footprint by quite a lot. We could run it back down here, connect the saline water, because this will do enough for 4, right? Would have 7 of these. But we need 10 of them. I believe that's what the numbers tell me, right? I know it's only 1300 of this. But yeah, that's still 9. So we don't quite have enough clarifying capacity with just one of these for 4. Unless, actually, because we have... No. We're producing the 1500 even if we are overscaling this part of it, the washing machines. Then we still need to take care of 1500. We could produce more, but we don't need more mud anyway, so that doesn't make sense. Can we... If we did something like this, how would that interact on this side? Not too well. just don't like that. And we're gonna need another tile for the overflow valve. That is a lot of wasted space. I have 2 tiles in between, but yeah, this is too much, I think. Don't build that. Dang it. We want to push these all together, right? We can't actually do that, so we can't. So we want to put them right up next against each other. I just want to have a look at this. How does that look? Yeah, we are using too much space, at least at the end. It isn't really a problem in between everything, I don't think. But it's gonna be annoying with the water anyway. I don't think we want to do this. Can we not figure out some other way to make this better? I don't want it to be an inefficient setup. We could, of course, since we want to do 2 of them anyway, just move them both to the top and then narrow this gap a little bit. And then connect the sailing setups. So this should still be fine. Do underground pipe and belt here if we actually want to just extend the water. Maybe we should plan for that. And then we need to move those up for a overflow valve. On this again, we can do something a little bit smarter. Need this to actually come up to this setup. And we need it in the middle here, with 1 space apart. So that is also something we need to take into consideration. But we really need it to come out like that. I'm not sure if this is actually where we want it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I guess it is, because that is where we want the pipe or the belt to go as well. So that's there. Can't really do too much with these. And I guess that's okay. I think I can live with this. Let's actually just try and move on. Don't we only need 1 of these? They're so far apart. We need to transfer the power between this and this setup anyway. So we probably need power up here as close to the top as possible. Or we could do it in here. I think I like that. These need to be connected as well. Did I put them in the same way here? Yes. That. And have I forgotten about then? Need it all on one side, that's fine. I can fix that. Flare stacking of this stuff, hydrogen sulfide. It's very small amounts, so at the end we can just do this. Not that, because there's water in the way. Could do this if we have the space, but we definitely have space for this at the end. This is not the end, but I guess we can't do that. Yes, we can do it like that. So input, flare stack, input, all the mud out and transfer all the fluids. Get rid of the overflow and push a lot of it through here. And these don't need to connect to other setups. There's no reason for that. We might as well have these connect though, because we only need one, but maybe we should just use more flare stacks. So then we can just copy paste this later without worrying about moving this. This should all... No, we need to connect the saline water. So now all of that goes into just one of these. That's probably not a good idea. No, it is probably a good idea actually. Because one of them could almost take all four, so one should be able to take 3 setups, right? I think so. Could also just connect these on the outsides like I was doing before. We'll look into that in a little bit. Also, if this is connected on both sides anyway... Yeah, it will be connected in some way or another. It doesn't really matter. As this will move up against that. And we do have the space for this, right? Yes, we're doing fine. We don't actually have to be that close together. So that's all good. I think this is our setup, and we just need to not mess up the water, because we can't put down more water yet. But yeah, let's save that in here for now so I don't accidentally forget all about it, lose the paste buffer for it or something. You never know. Come on. Good. We need it to go here. Put a little bit more landfill down. And we might actually have some land that is already in the way here, but we will fix that if we have to. Almost down to there. I'm just starting here, seeing how it goes. At least one more tile. Preferably 2 tiles, I think, but let's just go with one. Yeah, that should work now. And we aren't even lacking any water. And this fits here. We're gonna run into spiders again, or worms. We are. It's a little bit annoying, because again, we also want the water at the bottom of this. But it's not that far down. So we need to go around this to kill those spiders. Yeah. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.